What's your craziest ex story? My ex and I started dating when I was about 19. He was a few years older, but nothing crazy. From the vantage point of being a bit older and more self-aware, I can now confidently state that I was out of his league. At the time, however, I had a very fragile self-esteem, and I thought he was amazing. He is not. He is so incredibly average in every single way, and there is not a remotely interesting bone in his body. He is extraordinarily manipulative, though. When we started dating, he would ask me to come over every night, never wanting to not have me around. Within 2 months of dating, he asked me to move in with him. Naturally, I thought this meant that he was really serious about me, and since I didn't really know what love was, I assumed I was in love with him. So we moved in together and his true side came out. He would assault me on a regular basis, like he hit me a lot, and he would rape me. I didn't think it was rape then because I loved him, but he was violently and aggressively raping me. I told him that I didn't like it when he did that, and he said it was his fetish and he wouldn't want to have sex with me otherwise. I was essentially always crying and covered in bruises. He told me every single day that I was worthless and no one would ever love me, and I 100% believed him. He would cheat on me at our home, loudly, and then tell me it was because I wasn't attractive enough for him. I would have random breakdowns at work, couldn't handle social interactions, dropped out of school, and eventually tried to kill myself. I tried to cut my wrists in the bathtub, but our plumbing was always messed up, and I couldn't get a full tub of hot water. It was probably less than tepid, so I didn't bleed out fast enough. When he came home, I was unconscious but not dead. He pulled me out, slapped me awake, and told me that I was so useless I couldn't even do that right, and just left the house. I don't know why, but that hit some kind of a switch in my brain, and I called a good friend of mine, who hadn't spoken to in months because my ex had made it impossible for me to socialize, and told him to come get me. When he showed up and saw me, he started packing all of my stuff into his car and moved me out of the apartment that night. I have never spoken to my ex again. He, however, tells everyone that I was a nut job, I was clingy, I wasn't adventurous in bed, and that I had the audacity to just move out without telling him and make him pay all the rent. Comment if you have had a similar bad ex experience, and please subscribe for more stories like this.